Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to SideWalkSlam Live Edition. Welcome, welcome.
We have Twitch chat kind of open. Can we set it up somehow?
It does not work with this giant iPad. It's like...
Yeah, it doesn't fill in.
No, that's so odd. Yeah, maybe we should have gotten one of the other ones. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to looks like some sort of SideWalkSlam live. This feels weird already.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm freaked out.
Yeah.
Because they can't edit away all the dumb things that I say.
But
Yeah.
we were approached by our partner rep at Twitch, who said that Twitch was doing wrestling. They were promoting wrestling on the platform this weekend, and would we like to, they heard tell that we did a wrestling podcast, which we do, and that we should maybe talk or think about doing some sort of live wrestling content on Twitch for the weekend, along with the main page, which I hope we're actually on today.
I hope so.
And we should be there for the next couple hours, so we're here to talk to you about whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever we want to talk about, too.
We never get to do the SideWalkSlam with live feedback.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we're going to do a show. I mean, we're obviously going to talk about WrestleMania and TakeOver. And
apparently the notifier is very loud.
Oh, really?
I don't know if adjusting that slider actually adjusts the notifier. Huh. I would...
I'll figure it out.
Where are we
we're
at?
quiet.
Oh,
We're quiet.
Yeah, take us up to the line, dude.
Adam was very loud.
Oh.
Yeah, Adam's going to be very loud. There's no way to avoid that.
Yeah.
Confirmed on the front page. Well, hey, welcome.
Welcome, front page viewers.
Yeah, welcome. This is the live version of a wrestling podcast we do every pay-per-view.
Yeah, roughly.
I'm pretty happy to. We
skipped Fastlane.
We did an episode when we would have done the Fastlane episode. We just decided not to do the Fastlane one and instead just do a WrestleMania primer.
Yeah.
So.
Which, I mean, essentially would have been the Fastlane episode anyway.
Yeah.
So really, we didn't miss anything.
Volknor brings up a really good point.
Yep.
We got to talk about TakeOver.
Yeah.
Today.
Oh, we will.
Yeah. I mean, where do we start? Do
I think we start with TakeOver. I mean, for WrestleMania weekend, Graham and myself were in Boston.
Am I rubbing? Oh, is Adam rubbing? Oh, it escaped.
You got away.
Jumped right down.
My bad, Twitch chat.
Ooh, that's awful. That's bad. Just grinding away on that zipper.
I brought him down.
Okay, he's off. Great. We will see about turning down the notifier somehow. Did you watch any Hall of Fame stuff? I actually didn't watch the Hall of Fame.
Missed the Hall of Fame. I usually like the Hall of Fame. I heard it ran a little long. But Mark Henry wore his... when Mark Henry did his thing, he wore the salmon.
Well, he put it on partway through.
Oh, yeah. And his son was wearing the same kind of thing, and that was cool. Because that's the jacket he wore when he retired, right?
Retired. Yeah.
I've never actually watched that whole...
So good. He gave it was Monday Night Raw. He came to the ring in a suit. He cut this wonderful, impassioned retirement promo in the ring, thanking everybody.
Yeah.
It was terrific. He was, and John Cena was there and was was giving him props. And then he just world's strongest slams Cena, and then is everything I just said is true, and I got a whole lot more left in the tank. And that started his
so awesome.
His Hall of Pain.
Is that the start of it?
His Hall of Pain title run. It was so good.
For the new, there was a gap of wrestling I missed between probably 2002 to about 2014ish, 2013. So there's some stuff that I would probably have to go back and watch. But
yeah. Oh wait, if this is supposed to turn into a YouTube video, maybe the notifier should be totally turned off. We don't know if it's. We don't know what we're going to do with this after the fact.
We have no idea. We might actually just do a proper episode.
I think we're still going to do a normal episode about WrestleMania
TakeOver.
But we might not. I don't know if we're going to do TakeOver. Would need its whole own episode. Really.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it now. We can just do it.
So there was the Hall of Fame ceremony on the Friday of WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
As mentioned, we didn't watch it. Did you tweet? I tweeted.
We did tweet, right?
I tweeted.
I tweeted earlier today.
I don't know if I tweeted from the Loading Ready Run account.
Huh. But anyway, so we missed the Hall of Fame, and then Saturday we were at PAX East all day, and then we didn't get to watch TakeOver until 1 a.m., I think.
Oh,
was around there.
it was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea, but the show was amazing. The show opened up with the 6-man ladder match for the newly introduced North American title. Participating, I'm going to do this all off the top of my head, so I'm hoping I don't forget anything.
I will. While you're doing that, I'm going to pull the list up.
Perfect. So it was Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, a debuting, I guess, kind of debuting EC3 or Ethan Carter III.
Yep.
The 1%. Also Ricochet and Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan. Did it. Yeah. This was... Oh boy. This was a heck of a ladder match.
Yeah.
I'm trying to... Man, we need a better way to, like... I want to interact with people. This is the first time that we've got... Oh,
you put it to sleep.
Put it to sleep.
By observing it, you changed it.
Do you want to stand?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. So I gotta. It's not taxonomy. I have a wording question for you.
Yeah.
When you introduce a new title,
Yeah.
right, before the title has ever had a champion, is it vacant, or is it just or is it just not? Does it just not exist as a title until there is a champion?
It exists because it's introduced into the greater canon.
Yeah, but there's no lineage yet.
Yeah.
So
is it
no
considered vacant?
space that needs to be accounted for.
How can you vacate that which doesn't technically exist?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
How can you vacate?
I mean, I guess not.
Okay,
I mean, I guess it's,
chat's coming down on it's not vacant. The record doesn't start until the match ends, and I think that's fair.
okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I can.
Michaels helped. Someone was saying apparently Shawn Michaels helped book that match.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, God bless Shawn Michaels. Thank goodness he's in NXT now, or working on NXT.
Oh, let's try it.
Oh no. No.
Wait, what if sideways?
No. What if sideways? What if leg? There's something we can put behind it.
Beach, there's one on the table
yes.
in Studio A.
This is super interesting to watch.
I went in the studio. I didn't see it. I will go back.
It's that little thing James uses for his phone.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Vacant is not recognized as North American champion. No. So this is a brand new. Basically, the idea of the North American Championship is to create another mid-card title for the NXT brand.
Yeah.
Because all they have the NXT champion, the NXT Women's Champion, and the tag titles. But there's a lot of really good talent in NXT that are sort of like it can't all be like great indie person comes in, rocket to the championship, is champion for a while, goes to main roster.
Yeah.
Right?
They
Like,
were falling into that holding pattern, like,
Yeah.
oh, so now, and especially now, it's like, well, we have EC3, we have Adam Cole, we have Ricochet, and it's like, we can't put them all, and we still have Aleister Black. Almost, I mean, the Superstar shakeup still has to happen this week coming up, but I'm assuming Almas didn't get called up. I mean, as of right now.
we don't know. I mean, isn't it weird that right after WrestleMania, there were a bunch of NXT debuts on the main roster, but then there is also going to be the Superstar shakeup?
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know if I like that it's spaced out like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, and there's people out there that would argue the North American title isn't really even needed. Like they like that the old school feel of like one champion and everyone's gunning like via storyline for that #1 spot, and every match leading up to that is like a big win and moving up this fake ladder, this fake top 10 list. Remember, what happened to the top 10 list? SmackDown doesn't do it anymore, do they?
I don't think so. No.
Man, a top 10 list. I mean, Randy Orton did get upset about it a couple times.
Yeah.
He was like, you're above me on the top 10 list. I don't like you.
Yeah, that's true. The UK championship is also kind of defended on NXT.
Yeah.
Just because there aren't that like promise of a UK show never really.
What happened with that? Does anyone know?
I think they heard that World of Sport was coming back.
Yeah.
and they were like, but we're doing a show too. And then World of Sport was pretty sweet, but not amazing. And then they were like, oh, I'm no longer worried about it. And then, I don't know, I think they just got busy with a lot of other stuff. I think they'll go back to it. They have a really good talent pool. Oh, there it is. It was there the whole time.
Yeah.
What do you know? Ta-da!
Hey, all right. Now we can both see.
But yeah, and they're doing a tag team, not tag team. They're doing a championship. They're doing a tournament in the UK. But when they announced the UK title, the belt for which, by the way, looks amazing.
Yeah.
They had led people to believe there would be a show, like an ongoing.
Yeah, that's what I was under the assumption when they did the original UK tournament. They're like, we're going to do a show, and it's going to be a weekly airing WWE product in the UK. And everyone in the UK was like, yes, finally.
I thought it was going to be like 205 Live and NXT, and that it's like a 1 hour weekly show, but in the UC. Because they have a bunch of people that they've sort of signed to these like quasi contracts that still let them do. They can do their own indie dates and things in the UK, which is fine. But they have this talent pool that they just aren't doing anything with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they did. I mean, people are saying I must have missed the announcement that they announced another tournament for the UK. So that's cool.
But
I mean, the first tournament was really good.
Yeah.
I think that first tournament happened last year, right? We came back from the Royal Rumble. I think.
Yeah.
It's around there. Was it around then? I was gone. We were gone somewhere. Because we came back, and I was like, oh, I'm going to watch the UK tournament.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I bet also maybe Big Papa Triple H didn't expect to be in charge of 205 Live like he is now.
Yeah.
Which has been really good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't... they have Trent Seven. See, I don't know Trent Seven that well. I just know him from the tournament. That's the only time I've really watched him wrestle.
Did you see Pete Dunne, after the events of this evening... Okay, in the world where we're still talking about NXT.
Oh, okay. I was like, sorry, this evening? No. Like right now?
After the events of TakeOver, did you see he tweeted it was a picture of him and Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, just looking like sort of...
Like a faction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the UK faction.
Yeah, people were like, ooh,
please.
That would be good. It was a really cool...
give me.
Really cool photo.
Yeah. So anyway, this ladder match happens. I actually am kind of... it's going to be a little bit of a struggle trying to remember everything that happened. Because I watched it once, and it was 1 a.m.
Yeah. Boy, was it good, though.
Yeah. Ricochet flipped around a lot.
Yep.
He's a hell of a flipper. Well, that hashtag flippy shit. Him and Will Ospreay slowly killing wrestling one match at a time. Vader's rolling over on his couch.
Flippy boy.
Yeah.
They are a faction? Ah. Called British Strong Style? Well, no, sorry.
I knew about that.
Not in NXT, they're not.
Yeah, not in the canon of the
I'm
WWE
aware
universe.
of their existence prior, but this was like... we'll talk about that when we get to the tag match.
Wait, the ladder match got 5 stars from Meltzer?
Yeah. 2 matches on this card got 5 stars from Meltzer.
Wow. He's getting soft.
Yeah. One of them wasn't even technically an NXT match.
Yeah, it was unsanctioned.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what else happened in this match.
Should have sanctioned it, Regal.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Can't claim that now.
EC3 was pretty sweet. I never watched any of EC3's Impact stuff, so I don't really... I know that he was like the 1%er, and his whole thing is like, he's a trust fund baby. Like, that's his character, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm better than you because
EC3
I'm
stands
rich.
for Ethan Carter III.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
He's like, I'm better than you because I'm rich. And
he looks amazing, by the way. He's like... He looks like a He-Man toy.
holy shit, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even look real.
Because you want to find an image of Ethan Carter III.
Yeah, you can bring it up.
You don't have to.
No, but I will.
Yeah. The internet needs to know. You can find us.
Yeah, that was the thing. So Carter, because wasn't
in Dixie Carter?
Wasn't it in Impact storyline? Was he supposed to be part of that family?
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of Impact during that era. Except for the final deletion. EC3 probably.
In Impact he was? Oh, okay. So that was, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Do we just drag it into the thing?
Yeah, go for it.
production values.
Where's it going to pop up? Let's find out.
I have no idea if I even can.
Let's figure it out.
You got to drag it to the desktop first.
Oh.
You can't just drag it straight from.
He was Dixie's nephew. This is kind of neat, actually. Now that we're doing the show with Twitch chat up, that is Aaron Carter.
You knew exactly who that was.
Yep. Of course I did. That's what I Googled for.
Is Ben editing this?
Oh, here we go. Oh, this man does not look real.
No, he doesn't look real. He doesn't look human. Because there he is. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
he's an action figure.
That's an action figure. Look at the size of his legs.
Yeah. So he was. There was a bit during this match where Ethan Carter and Adam Cole sort of like teamed up. They double teamed somebody.
Yeah.
And then EC3 was like, EC3, baby! And then the crowd was into Adam Cole and EC3. They were like, yeah, these guys, all right, that was sweet. And then
both these guys. Yeah,
EC3, baby! And then the crowd's like, no,
no, we're done.
No, out, not in on it.
All done.
Yeah. So that man was poured into a 2-part mold. You can see the seam down his side. You can see the where it didn't quite.
I'm pretty sure if you flipped him over, it's like made in Taiwan or like on his foot. Yeah.
So that was really funny with the little moment with Adam Cole there. It was neat having.
He was Daniel Bryan's rookie in NXT.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Not under that name though, right?
What was he under?
Well, certainly not. It certainly wasn't Ethan Carter III, right? Like it was a different character.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, or a different name.
Someone's going to tell us. Derek Bateman. That is the fucking worst name I've ever heard.
Right, Derek
Bateman?
Yeah. What about Drake Maverick? Sorry.
Drake Maverick, I don't have a problem with Drake Maverick.
No.
Derek Bateman?
Derek Bateman. So, yeah, you had two
big lads.
Two very
Absolute
big lads in Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very. There he is. There's Derek Bateman.
Oh, yeah. Holy moly.
Yeah. He found the rest of his shoulders.
He looks like Josh Groban. Anyone know Josh Groban? Any Josh Groban fans? He looks like a real jacked up Josh Groban.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
So
yeah, but Lars. I'm not sold on Lars Sullivan yet.
No,
I don't.
He's got a hell of a face.
Yeah.
He's got great Kali chin.
Yeah.
Really
I think it's the beard though, right?
Chin.
He's got a beard.
Well, the beard helps, but the beard almost makes it look on purpose. Yeah, there's
sick reference.
Big angry Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, there's Lars Sullivan. I don't get it.
How big is he?
He's a big lad. I don't know. Are we talking in terms of height?
Yeah.
No idea. Probably like 6'5".
Lars Sullivan is he's 6'3".
Oh.
So he's my height, but he's 300 pounds.
300 pounds?
Yeah, I'm not 300 pounds.
Not yet. Oh dear, we've given Beej picture responsibilities.
No, Beej is
this is good.
Beej is weapons free as far as finding photos of the things we're talking about.
Yeah.
So you had Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan being the
big lads,
the big beef.
I really like. I mean, it's funny.
And then Ricochet and Velveteen Dream doing much more
flippy shit.
Yeah, much more acrobatic stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, what can you say? It was a 6-man ladder match. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
People got beat up a lot.
Velveteen Dream did a sweet elbow drop. That was pretty rad. From one of the tall ladders, the big ones. The Jeff Hardy ladders.
Yeah.
As they like to call them.
The Jeff Hardy ladders.
Yeah. So thankfully, actually, I didn't think Adam Cole was winning. We got given...
Hey, Graham knows who Velveteen Dream is now? Hell yeah. Velveteen Dream is amazing. I just didn't know who he was at Desert Bus because I don't watch NXT every week.
Yeah.
So
we got given these sheets where you can guess the outcome.
Yeah.
Of the pay-per-views. And I can't even remember. I want to plug the website because it's like, can't remember what it is. Maybe someone here knows. But you fill out, they have a bunch of questions like, hey, how many close falls? How many aerial moves are done? You get a point system and stuff. And I actually picked Ricochet to win this match, but Adam Cole won, which is just as good. I didn't think Adam Cole was winning it, to be honest. I thought he'd be moving on to the heavyweight.
I thought Dream was winning it.
Yeah.
So Adam Cole, first ever multiple title holder in NXT. Really? Velveteen Dream's only 22?
Wow. Yeah, he's young.
Wow. So yeah.
Makes you really sad at 23?
There he is.
It doesn't have to make you sad. You still have a lot of time left in your life to do stuff that you enjoy and that you really love.
I didn't mean to actually touch you.
That's okay.
I was just doing like, yes, what happens?
Yeah. Just because he's 22 and you're 23 doesn't matter.
That happens to me all the time. That happened to me at PAX.
Yeah.
I was on a panel about streaming, and we were there with Sinfully Riddling, who's the new face of GameSpot TV when you go into or GameStop when you go into a GameStop. She's hosting the thing. She's very successful and a streamer, and she's 20. And I was like, but everyone's different.
Hey man,
find your own
I'm sure
path.
there's people that like
we're on our own path.
What looked at you when you were 20, when they were 24, and be like, man, that guy's done so much already.
Right?
Yeah, it's relative. Mm-hmm. Don't you ever talk shit about yourself when I'm around.
Alan Rickman didn't become an actor until he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman didn't start wrestling until he was in his 40s.
Yeah. Good old Alan Rickman. So yeah, the match is great.
Yeah,
it's a ladder match.
And so what was interesting though is Adam Cole got really hurt. He won, but he got really hurt.
Yeah.
And then there was a clip after the match of him being taped up talking to, who was he talking to?
Whoever does
Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh yeah.
Because Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly are supposed to be in a tag match later the same night, and Adam Cole is like, I don't know about this match.
Yeah. It's like I'm feeling hurt.
It cuts away at that point, but that's where it goes. The next match at NXT TakeOver was the singles match for the NXT Women's title with Ember Moon defending against Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, Baszler.
Baszler.
Yeah, the Queen of Spades.
Yeah.
This is the match that made me turn the corner kind of on Baszler. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan now.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Great. Kyle asked the medic to cancel the match. Sorry. Yeah, they asked the medic to cancel the match. They were like, can you just
cancel the match? Yeah.
Can you just cancel the match? Yeah.
Just emoji shrug like, like, I don't know, man. I just tape people up. That's all I do.
Kyle O'Reilly, not Kyle O'Reilly.
Kylo
O'Reilly is a like Star Wars ship. I assume. Between
Kylo
Ren and
just
Riley.
Take the two halves of the mold.
Yeah.
Put them together, pour the plastic on top.
Perfect.
Pull it apart.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. How about Kyle O'Reilly?
Perfect.
You know what Kyle O'Reilly would look like? He'd be Kyle O'Reilly's legs, but the top half, you know, the shirtless scene of Kylo Ren? Yeah.
So here, if you just want to find the match cards of whatever we're talking about, that's perfect. So,
man, Shayna Baszler, she looks like she has a strong chin, and she looks like a Easter Island statue. What are they called?
Moai.
Moai, yeah. She's a strong lady.
And this is the same with Shinsuke Nakamura and I think did Ronda use the mouth guard as well?
Yeah.
But the black mouth guard makes them look terrifying because it makes them look like they don't have teeth. Right?
Yeah.
They're just like, and you're like, huh. So the story going into this match is that Shayna Baszler is a MMA fighter and is absolutely brutal, and there's literally no way Ember Moon can win this match. But Ember Moon did beat her previously.
Kind of.
Yeah. Barely. Yeah, basically they had a match at, was it the last TakeOver?
TakeOver Philadelphia.
Yeah, they had a match that Ember Moon could never possibly in a million years win. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And then she did. And so the story going into this match is, so wait, is Shayna Baszler actually terrifying, or does Ember Moon just absolutely have her number? Mm-hmm. Turns out, Ember Moon does not have her number, and this match was brutal, and Ember Moon decisively lost.
Yeah, decisively.
It was a good match, but
I like the Twitch, or the comments of she's anti-Bailey, is Baszler. Like the exact opposite. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Nega Bailey. Like the Shadow Link
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bit in the match where she popped her shoulder back in.
Oh yeah,
on the
that
ring
was
post.
great. Yeah, because Ember Moon did. There's a thing that Shayna Baszler has been doing to people, where they're like laying on their stomach and she puts their arm up like this, and then she like stomps on it, and it looks awful. I don't know how much it hurts, but it looks really bad. But Ember Moon did that to Shayna, and then Shayna was like putting her arm back in the socket during the match.
I
don't
believe-
think it was actually.
I don't believe it was actually out of the
but-
socket, but it looked really good.
Beautiful storytelling.
And so with her one arm out, her submission requires that she like make a lock, but she can only use like one of her arms is weak. And so she put her arm around and just grabbed her hair.
Yeah.
And was just
Pulling
holding
on
on
it,
like
yeah.
that, pulling on her own hair to make this, to lock the submission in.
So sick.
Oh. And
Give me more of this.
Yeah.
This is the content I crave.
Yeah. And
That's a good picture,
Ember Moon didn't even actually tap out, did she? She just passed out.
Did she tap out?
I'm pretty sure she actually just passed out and the referee called it.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't tap out. Yeah.
Yeah. The announcer seemed genuinely surprised. Well, that's their job. Mauro Ranallo is an amazing worker.
Werewolves don't tap.
Werewolves don't tap.
That's true.
Yeah, she passed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's metal as hell. Oh, it's super metal.
Yeah.
This whole match was metal. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was great.
definitely worth watching. This whole special is worth watching.
I'm super interested to see like what they do with Shayna, because I'm assuming Shayna's going to be down in NXT a while. If they'll just give her the Asuka treatment.
Oh yeah, there's a
crap out of
video.
everyone.
Yeah, there's a video on the WWE YouTube channel of Mauro Ranallo calling Takeover.
Oh yeah.
It's like a little camera. Basically, they just put a GoPro on his desk for the whole show, and then cut it down to like 5 minutes of him just being like, whoa, and just losing his mind.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
you just
see
get to
that.
watch Mauro be really excited about stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. According to insiders, Mauro asked them not to tell him what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, I think generally the announcers prefer not to know.
Yeah,
so
because the
that,
reaction's more
so that they
genuine.
can.
I don't think Jim Ross ever knew. We were just talking about this like a couple days ago. Jim Ross like never knew the endings to matches because he just called it.
There's certain things that they have to know so that they know the right things to say, but generally they don't like to know the results of matches or how things are going to go, so they can call things seriously. And then if there's something that if there's some information that they need to get across, then as soon as the thing happens, then Vince can get in their ear and be like, "Make sure you say this, damn it." You know.
I think it'd be a rematch with Kairi Sane. Yeah. That's true, actually, because that's what she did. That's why Kairi Sane wasn't around, right? Because she did the arm stomp thing.
Interesting, Keeb. I feel so. Keeb says Mauro and Percy are a great commentary team. Nigel, I could take your leave. Swap Nigel and Percy, and I agree with you. That's an interesting.
I like Nigel.
I don't. Yeah.
Percy's just kind of like there.
I don't feel like he is contributing enough at the moment. Though he's no coach. Holy moly.
Coach is like the ultimate tofu of commentary.
Coach is dire.
Yeah. There's nothing going on when he's talking.
Like everyone gave Booker hell when he was on commentary, but at least his like flagrant bullshit was entertaining.
Yeah.
Coach's is just like it actively sucks energy out of the room.
Yeah, it's true. I guess that's how I felt about Byron for the longest time. Byron's really growing on me. Byron's pretty great.
Well, because Byron and Corey play off each other perfectly. Like, Corey started really making fun of Byron, and then Byron was like, "Okay, I'm playing the dopey third seat. Great."
Yeah.
You know, and he really leans into it. Like he's found his lane there, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Coach is just like sports reference.
Cooler than the other side of a pillow. Who was that guy? Anybody in Twitch chat know the ESPN guy who used to say that? He used to make references like that when he was the worst. I can't remember the dude's name. Someone's gonna know.
Yeah.
Ditto Otunga.
I'd rather have a literal block of tofu at the desk than Coach. Nice. Stuart Scott.
Yeah, cooler than the other side of a pillow. Yep. Shut up, Stuart. Nobody cares if you went golfing with Michael Jordan. We don't need to hear about it. Just tell us what the fucking score was. Sorry, Stuart Scott makes me upset.
I have no frame of reference for this.
Yeah.
This is amazing. The late Stuart Scott.
Oh shit!
Oh, you can clip it up in the corner.
I believe Renee Young has tried commentary and just didn't really enjoy it. Apparently she was actually good, but just didn't like doing it. So, oh, that was amazing.
Well, now I feel bad.
The next match was the triple threat tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championship and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Trophy.
Yeah.
Well, huh?
But why both? Hey, Graham.
Yeah.
I thought. Actually, we never mentioned why Bobby Fish disappeared.
Oh.
Bobby Fish tore his. He had shoulder surgery.
Bobby
arm
Fish
surgery?
is this one.
Nope. Next one. That one.
This.
Yeah. The one with the beard.
That one.
That one. That's
So,
Bobby Fish.
okay. Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly, and Adam Cole, who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
These three are the Undisputed Era.
I want to be able
these
to do
two,
the thing, but I can't.
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, are the two that hold the
this
tag
way?
titles. So they're defending the tag titles against Pete Dunne? Yeah, Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong.
The one with the beard doesn't narrow things down. Yeah, I guess.
And
that's why.
the Authors of Pain
Yeah.
with Paul Ellering.
Yeah.
Because, okay. UK champion, Pete Dunne, by the way. That's the belt he has.
The
there.
Bruiserweight, they call him.
Yeah. So they were having the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic again. And the two final teams were the Authors of Pain and Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. And then the way it was going to work is they were going to have their finals.
Yeah.
And one of those two teams would win the Dusty Rhodes Cup. Mm-hmm. And then that team with the cup would face Undisputed Era for the Tag Team Championship at TakeOver. Or that's what would have happened if the Tag Team Champions, Undisputed Era, didn't bumblefuck their way into the finals match and attack the other teams.
Well, they attacked during the finals. They attacked both teams while they were having their match, and then William Regal was like, I just want to have the match, and then we could have gone to TakeOver, and you're only fighting one team, but now, since you're idiots, you have to fight both teams. So congratulations. And I'm like, what?
And so
That's not fair.
So weirdly, even though Undisputed Era were eliminated from the Dusty Rhodes Classic in the earlier rounds, if they win this match, they also get the... even though they weren't in the finals for the Dusty Rhodes Classic, if they win this match, they not only defend their titles, but they also win the Dusty Rhodes Classic.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
I mean, has there ever been a benefit to winning the Dusty Rhodes Classic? Let's look at this in a purely in-universe kayfabe.
No.
The winner of the Dusty Rhodes Classic has always gone on to... win the Dusty Rhodes Classic, I guess. They get a trophy.
Were they even in the tournament bracket? I actually don't know.
Undisputed Era was never in the tourney because they were the champions. The whole point was you win the Dusty Rhodes Classic and then you get a title shot.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So they could, even though they were the champs, they still technically could win this. It's just such
It'd be sweet if Undisputed, I was kind of hoping Undisputed Era wins and then they get a title shot against themselves. Oh, that'd be sick.
So, the problem being that Adam Cole is super injured, as we saw, and Bobby Fish is Bobby Fish is actually out
injured.
Was he?
He had knee
around?
surgery.
He was there. He was
Yeah.
he was on a crutch, so he cannot participate for real. Adam Cole is just wrestled earlier in the night and shouldn't participate, but is sort of on the hook too, because otherwise.
Otherwise, we don't have a match.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Well, it's not even none of a match. It's well, if I don't participate, then we're just sending Kyle O'Reilly out there to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the biggest Kyle O'Reilly fan, by the way. Huge fan.
Guys, we found him.
Yeah.
That was a toothless slam on Kyle O'Reilly. I have no great opinion on him either way. I don't want NXT enough.
Yeah. I really like Kyle O'Reilly. Plus, he's from Burnaby.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Vancouver boy.
He's the guy that plays the belt like a guitar.
Yeah.
So, For those,
Oh, Delta. Yeah, he's from Delta. Well, where do we Delta?
For those who aren't aware, the Authors of Pain are two very, very large lads.
Yeah.
Whose characters' names are Occam and Razor.
Yeah. And I can always, I think I made this joke, but
These just mouth. Wow.
all I can think of is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. Mm-hmm. Because of Toka and Razor. Yeah. And I really want a scene where Paul Ellering is like, they're babies! Yeah.
So yes, Occam and Razor because of Occam's razor.
Yeah. Get it, Beach?
Yeah, I do.
Occam's razor? Wrestling! It's the best. It's the best. It's the best.
Spoilers, they don't win this match. And then at the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, they debuted on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, did they ditch Paul Ellering too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I don't know if he doesn't want to do the road travel or whatever, or if Vince doesn't like managers, which is a real shame because Paul Ellering is amazing with them. But basically, they all came out together. They did their match. Authors of Pain won, and then they were walking up the ramp, and just at the very bottom of the ramp, right beside the ring, they both just went like, and just like stopped him from walking.
Yeah.
And then just walked up the ramp without him, and we're like, "What's up?"
What I was
and
hoping,
then left, and he was like,
I was hoping, like fucking praying that they do a backstage segment with Ellering and with the AOP, and he's like, "Look, I know you guys don't want me as a manager, but how about this?" And he pulls out the ventriloquist dummy because when he managed. Paul Ellering was the manager for Legion of Doom.
Beach, find this picture.
And he had a ventriloquist dummy called Rocco that they found in a fucking junkyard. They shot like a whole vignette thing for it, and they found we were gonna take this in a new direction. So the fucking Legion of Doom, the strongest tag team, like the biggest badasses on the planet, and there he is. Yeah. And I was hoping that Paul Ellering would be like, "Look, I know you don't want just me, but what about Rocco?" And then Vince is like, "I love it." Yeah.
Not quite that loud.
Okay. They're filming stuff right behind us.
So yeah, I don't know whose idea Rocco was originally, but probably Vince.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah. So, are those Legion of Doom ventriloquist dolls?
Those are stretch dolls.
Oh, like Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong. They could take them and like,
but don't
stretch them apart.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh no.
Okay, I'm done.
Yes, this is the lunkdom of dumb. Go back to that picture.
Oh, okay.
Hello, yes, I'm a lunkdom. Do you love wrestling? I love wrestling. Hey, you guys.
Hello, we are Smush and Squish, the Legion, the lunkdom of dumb.
Lunkdom of dumb. Do you want to have a tussle?
Wow. So this match, it's I'm glad they've started doing this now. So it's a triple threat tag match, meaning each team has one member in at all times. What a mess.
Yeah.
This was all over the place.
Kyle O'Reilly started kneeing everybody. It was great. They took Adam Cole out of the match pretty early, because he's weak.
Yes.
And he already had a match. They probably don't want him doing another match because he run the risk of getting injured. And they put him through the announce table.
Yeah.
One of the announce tables.
We don't want him to get injured, so we're going to put him through a table.
Yeah. Wrestling. Yeah.
We don't want him to get injured, so we're going to incapacitate him by putting him through furniture.
Yeah.
To take care of him. So, but the end of this match, though.
The end is the best part. And I was so happy. I didn't see this coming.
Can you briefly talk to the history of Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Era?
Okay, so Roderick Strong, I mean, he went through this whole storyline even before the Undisputed Era stuff with Sanity. Mm-hmm. And when they were leading up to War Games. No, not when they were leading up to War Games. Did he do this with Sanity?
No.
Did Roddy do this whole storyline twice? Or I'm thinking of Ty Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger did
Okay,
with
sorry.
Sanity.
Roderick Strong, Undisputed Era was trying to recruit Roderick Strong into their ranks. And Roderick Strong has been like, no, I'm going to do this on my own.
Because they were like, you're strong, like, cause we know because your name. And so we want you on the team.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're really good at backbreakers. You can do a backbreaker at any spot in the ring. And we like that. They looked at his resume and were like, backbreakers anywhere.
Really?
We don't have that on our team at the moment.
Interesting.
But then Roderick Strong, being a good old-fashioned babyface, said, no.
No, you guys are the bad guys,
Yes.
and I don't like that you're the bad guys.
This is playing out like a drunk history
yeah.
in my head.
It's great. Just Roderick Strong being like, no, I don't. Yeah, there we go. So there's Adam Cole, Bebe in the middle. There's Roderick Strong at the end, and then the other two are the Fish and O'Reilly. So,
yeah, Roddy did kind of feud with Sandy when they were leading up to War Games. Maybe that's what I was getting confused about.
So they were trying to recruit him, and he was like, nope.
Not gonna do it.
And that was a little while back.
That was leading up to War Games. That's why War Games happened, because Roddy teamed up with AOP.
Yeah, so that was like 6 months ago, right?
Yeah.
So this match is happening. Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong's partner, is making the pin to win the match.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly.
Yeah, Pete Dunne, or is it Pete Dunne? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Pete Dunne hit his move. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, God.
The knacker.
The absolute weapon. It's something. Someone's going to tell me. Bitter end. There we go. Okay, so he hit the bitter end, and then they were like, holy shit, they're going to win the tag team titles.
Yeah.
And then Roderick Strong.
They were going to win. They had the match.
Oh, yeah. And then Roderick Strong just kicks him in the head.
Just fucks him in the head with his foot.
Yeah.
And then the expression on Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly when just like,
Yeah, it was great. It was like they didn't expect it, and all of a sudden,
maximum PogChamp. Yeah, they were astonished, and then Roderick Strong is basically like, "Your pin, sir."
Yeah. Oh, please. Today's menu includes one pin.
Yeah, and then so Undisputed Era retains.
Yeah.
Roderick Strong goes over, grabs Adam Cole's arm, pulls off his Undisputed Era wristband,
puts it on his arm.
Puts it on his arm, and Adam Cole's like,
I think this is a very good move, yeah. As far as Roderick Strong goes, because I also like Roderick Strong.
Yeah, he literally dragged Kyle O'Reilly on top of Pete Dunne.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people's initial reaction was like, well, why would Roderick Strong help out Pete when they had the tag team titles won? And now it's being announced that Strong and O'Reilly are actually the tag team champs. Like, he just slid right in to there. So there was a reason he did it. Plus, he has a new group of lads to watch his back.
Yeah. And I hope that Pete Dunne brings in the rest of British Strong Style, so that Tyler Bate and Trent Seven can be a stable with him. Yeah. Because that would be rad.
And you love stables.
I do like
stables. If you've never watched our show before, Graham Stark fucking loves stables.
So there's all four of them now. Roderick Strong in the foreground?
Front, yeah.
Yeah, with the Undisputed Era armband over here.
Are you saying all white male wrestlers look the same, Graham?
Those two do on the left, and so now they have the belts and the Dusty Cup, even though they weren't in the tournament.
Oh, British Strong Style versus Undisputed Era has already been announced? For what?
Perfect.
What has it been announced for?
It's been announced. A UK show.
Oh, okay.
Sick. Well, I'm excited.
Huh.
Singles match for the NXT Championship was next.
Oh, yeah, right.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Aleister Black challenging Andrade Cien Almas.
Sometimes
with Zelina Vega.
There you go. My only my only knock on NXT is that sometimes the outcomes are predictable.
Yeah, I guess it's just because a lot of the progression in NXT...
I guess that's wrestling in general, though. I guess I shouldn't knock NXT.
Well, there's some stuff at Mania that wasn't super predictable, but I think it's because a lot of NXT, by its nature, operates on a more mechanical level, like kind of has to. It's like, okay, we have to hit all these beats because, we have to... This stuff is how this all has to go. Like sometimes
That's true. No one had Almas beating Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, sometimes predictability is
Fine.
is not even a bad thing. And I have a bunch of thoughts about WrestleMania. We'll get there.
I really dug how someone linked me an Instagram post that Aleister Black made about his own struggle with depression.
Hey.
And like he's like, man, sometimes a lot of days I wake up and I hate myself, and it's awful and it's miserable. But I've done this thing, which he wins. Spoiler alert. I mean, Aleister Black wins the match, and it was really cool. I was like, man, more males. I'm gonna get on my little soapbox here for a second. More males need to be more open about mental health. That's the only time I'll probably mention it on the show or have the opportunity to, but. Yeah,
the opportunity.
It's always there.
I'm not gonna fucking stop you.
Yeah, you're gonna stop me, Graham.
That was your one.
After the show goes off the air, you grab me and pull me aside. You listen to me, you fucker.
You're only allowed to open up and be vulnerable once.
Yeah.
No, you're welcome to talk about it literally as much as you want.
Yeah. Welcome to Mental Health Slam, starring Adam Savadan.
We lay the smack down on depression.
I like this show. This show is good.
So, yeah, this match was sweet,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna have to make an admission to you.
Oh yeah,
I fell asleep and I missed the ending of this match.
Aleister Black won.
Yeah, but I know that you told me. I woke up and I was like, because it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
All right.
During PAX.
I want any you troglodytes to give me shit in Twitch chat. So I fell asleep, but apparently,
What a quick heel turn.
I'll get you, man. I'll turn on the dime.
That's Adam the Big Show Savadan with his lightning fast
Heel
heel
goes
turns.
from mental health talking about. Everyone needs to
It's like,
open up.
Everyone needs to be open up. And
You listen up, troglodytes.
Listen up, you fucking babies.
What did you call me? So apparently, like Zelina, did Zelina like get knocked onto Almas and he caught her, and then Aleister hit
She was interfering in this match like way more than usual.
Yeah.
I mean, not that she never interfered in the matches, but you know, she was getting involved. Vega jumps off the top onto Aleister. Aleister ducks under Vega, catches her, and gets kicked in the face.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There you go, Rage Phoenix. There we are.
I think Adam's character will really benefit from this heel turn. Nah. Vince has never turned me heel. I'm the chosen one. I'm the Roman Reigns of this podcast. And you're gonna like it.
So we just have no idea what to do with you?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Just
sense.
let me come on and talk about, God, what was the thing with Sheamus? Got a couple potato fucking chicken nuggets.
Tater tots.
Tater tots. I was like, you got a couple chicky tenders in your pants or something. Yeah. That'll be my thing.
The Irishman is supposed to have a pair of potatoes, but it looks like all you have is tater tots.
Yeah. Suffering succotash.
Oh, God damn. That was a particularly bad promo from Roman Reigns.
That was a particularly bad section of Roman Reigns as a character.
Yeah.
Character.
Bad.
Yeah.
So that match was very good. But the final match, the main event, was an unsanctioned match.
Yeah.
Between Johnny Wrestling Gargano, and some bald fucker. Oh, I'm sorry. Tommaso Ciampa. Sorry, the official, not official. Someone put the match listings on, like Meltzer's match ratings on the subreddit, and it listed all the matches. And then the last match was Johnny Gargano versus bald fucking bastard.
Is there a man more universally hated than? I mean, we still love him.
How to get actual booed as a heel?
Yeah, in the WWE, in today's wrestling landscape, is incredibly hard.
Yeah,
incredibly hard.
Because everyone loves the heels, so everyone cheers for the heels. Because everyone likes all the characters. So to get people to actually boo you is really challenging. And man, people hate Ciampa.
Yeah. I think he
Actual boot, not kayfabe boot. Well, no, I mean, like, still, no, like...
He was trying to, like, make people like him with his sweet God of War cosplay.
That was cool.
Yeah. With his bald head and his big old beard.
Oh, right, yeah. That was the best part. He gets power bombed. They pull up the mat outside the ring.
Yeah.
He gets power bombed onto concrete, and then there's a "You deserve it" chant.
Yeah, wrestling's the best.
So,
Like the crowd was a third wrestler in this match.
yeah,
they were so great.
The crowd. The reason the crowd's booing him is because they're completely into this storyline, and for this storyline to work, Ciampa's the bad guy, unquestionably.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know.
So let's hop in the Wayback Machine.
Calling him this like this fucking asshole, like that's part of the story. That's everyone being on board to tell the story where this guy is an absolute bellend. Right?
Bellend.
So that's this one, by the way. That's this piece of shit.
That
over
piece
here.
of shit over there.
Yeah.
This Ezekiel-looking motherfucker.
Not perfect Johnny wrestling over here.
Not our perfect, beautiful wrestling boy.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go back a year?
I think it was a year ago.
Almost a year to the Cruiserweight Classic?
It was funny because when Ciampa getting injured benefited this storyline so heavily.
Yeah.
The Cruiserweight Classic, these two men had a match, which was very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people forget that this match was only like 8 minutes long, I want to say.
So.
I said 5 minutes, but it's not 5. It was like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Not long as far as what people would consider a classic. And they were tag team partners at the time. And then they had the match and they kind of like hugged afterwards. Johnny Gargano won and moved on in the tournament. I think Gargano ended up losing to, who did he lose to? I want to say TJ Perkins, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And then they were a tag team together and they started chasing the NXT tag team titles, who were currently held by the Revival.
Right, they were tag team partners during the Classic too. Like they were already tag team.
They were already tag team partners. Like
Yeah.
they were like, we don't want to have this match, but we're going to compete because we're friends, and friends compete against each other, and that's okay. What was I going to say? This is the stuff we edited out. You're getting a look behind the glass or the curtain here. So they were chasing the NXT tag team titles, who were held by the Revival. They lost the first match. I can't remember where it was. I think it was at Brooklyn, and then Toronto, NXT Toronto, TakeOver Toronto during Survivor Series. Was Survivor? Yeah, I think I've got it right. They won the tag team titles, and then proceeded to immediately lose them to Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
Quickly thereafter.
And they were really sad and commiserating about it.
Yeah, but there was like when they lost, there was Ciampa kind of like. He had the look that he was blaming Gargano, because Gargano ate the pin
Yeah.
for the loss. And I think they had a rematch with AOP and they lost again.
Yep.
Or they had a triple threat with AOP and Revival in like a triple threat match. Yeah, and AOP retained again. I might be getting this wrong, but someone's going to... someone will correct me. And then after that loss, I think, is when Ciampa finally turned on Gargano, attacked him. But the only problem was that immediately after this, Ciampa got hurt and had to have surgery, knee surgery or something. Oh, the 2v2 rematch was the ladder match? Okay, yeah.
Right.
My bad, Twitch chat. Hyperbolic chamber. God damn it. I'm never going to live it down.
I just hit my knee into the table.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yeah, we can put your knee in a hyperbolic chamber.
Yep.
Make it all better. No sign of brain damage.
Wow. Not in my knee, no.
So yeah, that led up to this match. Well, he got hurt, and then Gargano kind of like went on his singles run.
Yeah.
And Ciampa kept interfering. Not kept interfering, but either attacked him after his match was over, and then Gargano had a NXT title match with Almas. Did he interfere in that match?
If not,
he attacked him afterwards.
if not in the match afterwards, like with the crutch.
Yeah.
Right.
God, so much to remember.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
this very personal feud has been building for him
Yes.
for a long time.
that's the point I'm trying to get across. This is what they call a blood feud.
That which is why this was an unsanctioned match, because William Regal wasn't going to be like, yeah, I'll just let you guys beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
But he was like, well, I'll let you do that, but I'm not going to claim responsibility for it. So you have to both agree to it's an unsanctioned match, which also means no DQ.
Yeah. And with the caveat that if Gargano loses, he has to leave NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that came up, but...
that came up because after Gargano lost to Almas, the next week on NXT, he was like, I want a rematch. Right. And Almas is like, you can get your rematch, but if you lose, you're gone from NXT.
It was unsanctioned because Johnny was technically already fired.
Yeah.
So he lost them, right.
When he lost, he had a rematch with Almas, and he's like, you have to leave NXT if you lose.
Right.
And Ciampa distracted Gargano, and he lost.
Right.
And that was the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This match was 37 minutes.
Yep. Didn't feel like 37 minutes.
It was amazing.
If you have the network and you haven't, there's some random reason that you haven't watched it, find it, watch it.
This was,
Kiss.
so good. Like I
JK.
said, there's the bit where they pull the rubber mat up outside the ring and then they like fight back and forth.
They like never do that anymore too. Like
Yeah.
pull the mat up, that's old school. That's like
like-
80s wrestling.
I like they fight back and forth over who's going to end up taking a bump on it, and then eventually it is Ciampa, and then there's the chant, the crowd with the "You deserve it" chant.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. Man, what else happens? It's
There's a lot going on. I just remember vividly the ending.
yeah.
Because of the ending,
Oh, here we go.
yeah, they're hugging.
Right. So that's at the end of the Cruiserweight Classic match.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the ending of this match is Gargano has this crutch that Ciampa has used multiple times to attack him and whatever. And he takes the crutch and he like breaks the end off and makes like a stabby thing with it. And he goes and he turns around and he's gonna hit Ciampa and he stops because he's a good guy and he's not gonna stab someone in the fucking face because that's murder. You can't kill a man.
As it turns out, you probably shouldn't literally kill
So he goes to turn and he stops and then it's so great though because Ciampa has like this black eye, like it's all swollen. He actually looks like the image that
He looks like the
Gargano,
the Johnny Wrestling.
yeah, the
like,
Johnny Wrestling
icon.
like-
Yeah.
What's that supposed to be, by the way? Because I'm like always too scared to ask because I don't want to look like an idiot. But
too
is
late.
it supposed to be him doing this thing?
I have no idea.
Because when he does it, he squints one eye, right? Twitch that. What's that face for?
I don't know. Yeah, that face, the one Senshi just did.
Yeah.
Unsanctioned doesn't mean murder is allowed? No, unfortunately.
There's still cameras and witnesses.
Yeah, there's still witnesses. Yeah. So he drops the he drops the piece of crutch and sits down beside Ciampa, very much like Ciampa sat down beside him at the end of the Cruiserweight Classic match. At which point Ciampa grabs the knee brace and tries to just take Gargano's head off.
Yeah.
And Gargano isn't a complete idiot and sees that coming and goes whoop and dodges it and then grabs the knee brace and like chokes Ciampa out with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess nobody knows. I guess not.
No, nobody knows. Yeah, but I mean, they hand out signs with that face, the winky, the one eye closed.
Yeah.
But like, I always thought it was this because when Johnny Gargano like goes in the crowd, he like looks around, and I thought it was like him. But they can't do like the shit, Beach, holy moly.
There we go. That's the
there it is.
That's
Beach
how he
found
won the match.
it.
Perfect.
Mom.
Yeah, that's after Ciampa tried to take Gargano's head off with the knee brace. Then he gets put into submission.
It actually looks really funny with no commentary and just like real slow
really
motion.
painful though.
Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, and then that's how.
What's the damage multiplier on the knee brace? On a submission in an unsanctioned match. Because unsanctioned adds 30%.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Just because.
had no
Unsanctioned
idea.
match is just a flat 30% damage modifier.
had
The
no
knee
idea.
brace is probably like another
I have a
80%.
saga. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I showed you this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, hang on a second.
That's the same one. The same gift. Oh yeah.
Full Sail, Brooklyn. Nice.
Okay,
Brooklyn again.
Hang on. It's Toronto.
Toronto.
Nice. Yeah. Chicago. Okay.
Yeah.
There's lots of hugging these boys do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Oh, right.
Oh, he's
this-
all alone. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
after he. Right. That's after he left. Okay. Oh, Atlanta. Right. That's with Candice LeRae. Yes.
Yeah.
There was a lot of setup over the last several matches that he's had.
Yeah.
Where he's been hugged by a lot of people.
While sitting.
Yeah.
So they just kind of
Yeah.
had that going on.
Do you have You don't have one of the full sequence with the sitting down and the dodging the thing, do you?
I've been looking for it.
All right.
If I find it, I'll show it to you.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
194%. That's way too high. We're not talking. We don't want them to fucking explode from damage. Like, come on.
Like when you have bloody mess and fall.
Yeah, it's like
just like
at a certain point, there's too much damage.
you should. I always like that with the bloody mess. It's like you get like a critical shot on someone's foot and then their torso just explodes and it's like. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
There's no crying in wrestling. That is a lie.
That is a fucking lie. Wrestling has made me cry more than any other storytelling medium in my lifetime. Don't at me.
I don't think I can claim that versus like movies, but
Movies don't. Books
Wrestling
do.
is-
Video games don't. Wrestling does. Books do. For me. Books and wrestling will make me cry.
books and
Wrestling. What about a book about wrestling?
Oh.
Bunch of lights flying by.
Yeah. Pardon me. That was TakeOver. You should really watch that match. It's a very good match.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about WrestleMania now?
I mean, we can talk, or we could just either. I don't know what we want to do.
What do you want to hear
What
about?
do you guys want to hear about?
Let's
You
not go
friends.
through. Let's
Yeah.
not go through WrestleMania.
WrestleMania
bit
we
by
might
bit.
leave for the YouTube. Do you want to leave for the show?
No. If someone has a question about something specific on
Yeah.
WrestleMania, I think that's totally cool. But I don't know if I want to go
What's the
through.
tier multiplier?
I don't know if I want to go through match by match like we just did with TakeOver.
We have the
WrestleMania
official
hot
rules
takes.
book? Yeah.
I liked it.
WrestleMania hot takes. I liked WrestleMania
Yeah.
a lot. I know a lot of people didn't like. See, the problem with wrestling, and I said this before, is that you need to watch where they go next, which is shitty, a shitty cop-out answer, because, I mean, there's things that they can do. Like, I mean, that's not justifying the storyline decision. This is where we I wish we knew. It's just like any other TV show, right?
Yeah.
Wrestling's never going to run the risk of getting canceled.
Gargano's logo, he's had it all the way back to the Indies when he had a faux hawk and wore fingerless long gloves that went halfway up to his elbow and a bunch of colored bracelets. It's just a logo.
All right. Favorite storyline throughout your wrestling history? We were going to talk about this briefly anyway, and I have number one with a bullet, that I will tell everyone is Chris Jericho versus Dean Malenko during 1998 WCW, which culminated which was actually the feud that brought us the 1001 The List promo.
Yeah,
It was during that feud, but at the end,
Man of 1,004 holds.
yeah, at the end, because Chris Jericho had spent months bad-mouthing Dean Malenko and his father. I think Dean Malenko's dad just died or something, Boris Malenko, and that was used in storyline.
Wow.
And when I was a kid, 98, man, I mean, I didn't realize I loved Chris Jericho, but I hated him, and I loved Dean Malenko a lot. And this is before I started looking at wrestling on the internet. Pre those days. Even in 98, I still didn't check wrestling websites. It was still real to me, damn it.
Hey, Starlight Ghost.
So this feud culminated at Slamboree 98.
Slamboree.
Which is a fucking terrible name for a pay-per-view, but... And they usually had a baseball field logo, a diamond, like a baseball diamond.
Yeah.
Slamboree, it was we're hitting a real home run of wrestling, Graham. Yeah, Slamboree.
We can't even...
Nope.
What kind of crop is that? All right, sorry.
Hang on, I'll find a better
No, you don't have to, but... Oh, there we go. All right. Slamboree.
There we go. Yeah, so at Slamboree 98, Dean Malenko hadn't been seen on TV because he had lost to Chris Jericho a couple times. And Dean Malenko was he lost this match to Chris Jericho, and Mean Gene Okerlund, after the match, was what's next? He just started harassing him, not a normal interviewer, but almost a heel interviewer. Kept antagonizing him. You can't win, you can never win. What are you going to do with your life? You're never going to amount to anything, kind of thing. And Dean Malenko was I don't know. And then he wasn't seen for 3 or 4 months. Slamboree 98 rolls around. They're having a Cruiserweight Battle Royal. And the winner of the Cruiserweight Battle Royal gets a title shot against Chris Jericho. like right afterwards.
Right.
So they have this big battle royal, and there's one of the wrestlers, Ciclope, wins the match. After it's Ciclope and Juventud Guerrera left in the match, and Juventud looks at Ciclope and just jumps over the top rope, like eliminates himself. So Chris Jericho comes out, and there's a little bit of hullabaloo, and then Ciclope takes off the mask, and it's fucking Dean Malenko, and the crowd goes nuts. I think Chris Jericho's gone on record saying that's the biggest pop he's ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah. And so Dean Malenko wins. Then the storyline continues on, and that Dean Malenko is stripped of the Cruiserweight title because he wasn't an actual... Chris Jericho argues that he wasn't an actual participant. He was not Ciclope, so he was lying.
Which for your mic there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
And yeah, but sadly, the storyline just kind of ended at that. I think Chris Jericho beat Dean Malenko. There was no like major payoff, but that lead up is my favorite storyline.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I don't know about Graham. You got a favorite?
I mean, the whole, like, just the evolution of Daniel Bryan going into win everything at that one WrestleMania was pretty terrific. That was I mean, everyone most people know that particular story, but that was really, really good.
What's a reason to get back into wrestling now? I don't know. I mean, just try it. There's no real reason. There's no like certain point where you can just jump in.
Yeah.
You just need to start watching wrestling. Wrestling's just great. It's kind of dumb, but it's also awesome. And the stories are like dumb and usually not great. But when they nail it, when they get a story,
they have a totally unique medium for long-term storytelling. No one else can tell the kind of stories that wrestling can tell.
Yeah.
And they often fuck it.
Yeah.
Really badly. But when it's good, it's so good. Which is what keeps us watching.
Yeah. It's like that, it is essentially chasing the dragon, which they call it. When you take a drug for the first time and you're like, whoa, I'm so high or something, and then and then you keep taking it because you want to recreate that feeling. That's wrestling.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, they did that so well that one time, and then like the Gargano Ciampa match, and then you're like, oh, that wasn't as good, and then, this is disappointing, and you keep watching even though it's not as good because you know how good it can be. So I saw someone, because I mentioned it earlier, I asked about it. Okay, so the main event of WrestleMania, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
It's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Pork laser.
For the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
And after, how many F5s?
6? I think it was 6.
F5s?
6.
Yeah.
My boy.
So I guess that means he kicked out of 5 of them?
Yeah. He kicked out of 5
Roman
F5s.
Big Dog Reigns kicked out. No one's kicked out of that many F5s. That's an insane number of F5s. Anyway, the point is...
Why is that that's the video game screen.
That's amazing.
That's so good.
Huh.
Man, Brock's head looks small. He's not quite as red as he is in real life, too.
Yeah. Everyone knew that Roman Reigns was going to win this match.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. And
how did that make you feel?
So
that's what I'm curious about, because we haven't talked about this match.
Yeah. So here's an issue I have, not with the match, with the reactions, because people didn't like Roman and they didn't want him to win, and they were upset about the way that was going to go. And then Brock Lesnar retained, and people were still upset.
Yeah.
And then I see people being like, well, you fucking can't, please. Like, why? You just like, no, hold the fuck up. People are upset. People are upset for different reasons.
Yeah.
You can't just say, well, there's no pleasing anyone because you would have booed if Roman had won, and now you're booing now, so you don't know what the fuck you want, There's nuance here that I think is really, really important.
Paint me a picture, Graham, with your words.
People are tired of the Roman Reigns character, and they have been for a very, very long time. And part of the reason that they're tired is because it was going to be a foregone conclusion that he was going to win this match. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns winning that match was still the correct decision. No one was happy that that was the correct decision, but it was still the correct decision. Mm-hmm. So the reason they're upset is because in not doing the thing that no one wanted to happen but was right for the story, you made a decision that makes no sense. That turned all this buildup into a waste of everyone's time. Now we're back to square one again. Now Brock still holds the title. Roman is still in the same position he was before. Mm-hmm. Nothing was done or happened, right? Yeah. Sometimes in fiction, a thing will happen that is the correct thing that needs to happen. Nobody wants it to happen, but that's how stories go, right?
Yeah.
No one wanted Roman Reigns to be coronated at WrestleMania. Everyone would have booed him. But that's what you should have done. Having Brock retain was a complete waste.
Yeah.
It was really, really stupid. Like, if you're spending a year building up to this payoff, then payoff, right? So when I see people criticizing wrestling fans for being like, well, you would have booed if Roman had won and now you're booing that he lost, well, there's no fucking pleasing you. No, there's a lot of nuance there.
We're upset because they wasted a whole year of our fucking lives, basically.
Exactly.
They were like, hey, we were telling the story. I mean, the story was not even good in the first place, but it was a wrestling story.
Yeah.
And I mean, to Roman's credit, some of the stuff he was doing leading up to WrestleMania was good. Mm-hmm. And I will stand by that. Like,
John, John, I don't even dislike Roman Reigns. It's just that they don't present him in an interesting way, right?
Yeah.
Like, as he's fine as a wrestler, he's getting better on the mic. I don't think he's that interesting in most of his promos. I think
he had some real good stuff.
I think they script him too tightly and don't let him just like get a little loose and play with his character. But yeah. It's just, what was the point? And yeah, like a lot of people are, because then they announced the next day that basically that they're going to have a rematch that Roman didn't have to earn at the Greatest Rumble in Saudi Arabia, and so everyone's like, oh.
My problem too with the match was like, we just spent a year of nobody kicking out of the F5.
Yeah.
And then I would understand, I guess I would kind of understand if Roman kicked out of 5 F5s and then didn't lose the match.
Yeah.
But taking a 6 doesn't help anyone. Like, just have him eat 1 F5. Like, it doesn't help Roman going forward either.
No.
It doesn't make him any stronger. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, Roman, you still needed to take 6 S5. It's like, no, fucking, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous.
Because we talked in our WrestleMania primer that last year at Mania, Roman beat The Undertaker, and people booed him out of the building. Like the next night on Raw, people just booed and booed and booed, and it was amazing, right? There's just the raw emotion. And then the WWE didn't capitalize on it.
Yeah.
They still just tried to play it like, yep, I retired The Undertaker. And 2 months after WrestleMania last year, no one really cared.
Brought up.
When he brings it up, when he's like, I retired The Undertaker, people boo him, yeah.
Like,
but
oh, right.
They don't bring it up because they don't want people to boo Roman Reigns, right? So they put him in this position that they knew people wouldn't like, and then they didn't capitalize on it. And they could have actually done something this year, have him beat Brock, people will boo him, people boo him the next night on Raw, and then lean into that, get him to really like actually push people's buttons, not being like, I'm not a good guy or a bad guy, I'm just the guy, right? Just stop middle of the roading him.
Yeah.
And they didn't even go that far. They didn't even get to they didn't even set up a thing to not capitalize on. They just made everything pointless.
Yeah, the thing that blows my mind is like we talked, for people that watch our show regularly, we talked about this again, and it's like, for a business that is wholly dependent on strong emotional reactions from their viewership, to take that situation and not capitalize on it is fucking bonkers. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Think of all the interesting things they could have done.
Yeah. I really enjoyed WrestleMania overall. There was a lot of really fun stuff, but that...
So was The Undertaker... Okay, and The Undertaker came back.
Yeah.
And So in canon,
that whole segment was very entertaining.
I actually really liked it. I mean, a lot of people like, it's a squash match. It's like, it's fine, whatever. Like, John Cena's still John Cena. You can squash John Cena every week for like the next year, and he's still going to be John Cena. He'll win the 17th. He'll win his next title. And
real quick, sorry, Shufflecat brings up a really interesting point. The match as a vacuum bothered me too. Back at WrestleMania 31, it was one-sided to Lesnar, and Roman kicked out of a bunch of F5s because he's supposed to be the underdog.
Yeah.
You remember that? He was like just barely holding in. He was like getting the crap beat out of him, but he was still like, it was like trying to get behind him from an underdog perspective.
Yeah.
And this time he was built up as the only guy that could possibly face Brock Lesnar, and they had the same match.
Yeah. Also, Undertaker looked great. When he started running the ropes, I was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There you are, Peter. Like, we found him.
Yeah. So, sorry, I cut you off because I thought that was...
Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, just for a company that... I don't even remember what I was talking. Oh, the Undertaker coming back. So in the universe, in the WWE universe, as canon, the Undertaker is just alive again, right? Because his coat and everything else was in the middle of the ring, and then the lightning struck it.
Yep.
So that's like a respawn. So the Undertaker's respawned, and he didn't actually retire. Like, that's their explanation. I'm assuming. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that they... I was surprised that it's just like, a year later, dead man's back.
Yeah.
Just, whoop, he's back. That's it.
How'd you feel about Asuka? My initial gut reaction was like, what the fuck? And then I stopped for a second. I wanted to flare up. I wanted to be like, are you fucking serious? Like, I was so mad.
Like Ric Flair?
Yeah, like...
You're gonna start elbow dropping your coat?
Yeah. I'd poo on my coat and then elbow drop it.
I was surprised. I was very surprised
clapped and believed.
that they ended that match the way they did. I didn't dislike it, but it didn't feel like...
Sorry to cut you off real quick. Beach, how did you want the Undertaker thing to end? From a non-wrestling fan. Beach was watching, our tech guy right now, was watching WrestleMania with us. He doesn't watch wrestling.
6, I think. If it's 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
I think it's this one. It is this one. I only watch wrestling, like, I remember The Undertaker from decades ago.
Yeah.
So for this, I was like, oh, look, there's a thing. There's a lot of ceremony going on. There's a lot of crazy stuff. The lightning hits. Wow, that's real cool. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen here. And then he comes to the ring, and I'm like, I kind of want to see Cena win this. Because I don't care about John Cena really.
Right.
Like, he's really cool, it seems like, and I respect him and whatnot, and he plays a Nintendo Switch, so good on him.
I like how that's not gonna. It's like B just going through his checklist of what he likes to see in a person. And be like,
but I was like,
have you ever seen him playing a Switch? I'm like, no. What a piece of shit.
It just seemed like Cena was supposed to take that one. I was like, he gets his match that he wanted, and then he does it, and then it's over, and then that's great. But it would not fit with the supernatural character of The Undertaker, so I guess it ended the way it was supposed to, and I kind of felt fine about that. And as Adam says, Cena is Cena. He can come back next week and do something else all over again, and everyone's like, well, you lost The Undertaker. No one's going to be like that.
No. Yeah, no one's like, oh, you lost The Undertaker, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
But I played the Switch.
Yeah.
Look at this checklist. I check off every box. You have to like
He did a lot of promo work for Nintendo when the Switch came out.
So, the Asuka versus Charlotte, I don't have a problem with Charlotte winning, with beating the streak. It's,
I'm okay now.
It's at Mania, Charlotte is like the queen of pay-per-views, right? It just felt like for all the building up of Asuka's streak that they were doing, that the match, or at least the lead up to the finish, made defeating Asuka not really earned. Like I would have wanted it seemed quick and surprising, and I would have wanted it to, like, I don't mind the surprise of losing the streak. It's just the ending seemed to really sort of come out of nowhere. It didn't feel like looking back at it, it wasn't like, oh, I can see how that ended with Asuka being unable to beat Charlotte. It was just sort of like, whoop, surprise. But I wasn't against it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm okay now because, I mean, like a lot of people said in chat, it's more interesting than just an undefeated streak. I think it was just like...
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Shufflecat. I think it was a great match, but I think I don't know that it was quite the match to validate like breaking Asuka's streak. Kind of thing.
Well, mainly because
I just don't think the finish...
I was just upset because we had no indication that she was losing.
I don't think the finish was that strong. Yeah, like
That's why I was
like,
upset. I mean, we were just complaining about Roman being a foregone conclusion, but I was okay with this foregone conclusion.
Yeah, like it was a figure eight.
Thing that definitely hurt this match is like there was like no build. Like I mean, the Styles and Nakamura didn't get any time to build, and that it hurt the match. I liked it a lot, their match, and I felt bad because the crowd was just like burned out. It's a long show. There's a lot going on, but the same thing with Asuka and Charlotte. Like there was no build. We need stories still. We can't just like. A lot of the time, it's kind of like they didn't interact together. They need to do that. You can't just... I think this...
Oh, you're right. The commentators actually mentioned that Charlotte's figure eight was weaker because of her arm.
Right.
So it's like, is the figure eight just literally unbeatable?
The One Punch Man of submission holds. Saitama. That submission hold does, what is it? 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000 push-ups, 10K run every day.
That sounds awful.
That's how you become the best superhero in the world, Graham.
Oh.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
Oh. I mean, if that's all.
Can I
gotta go.
Cut in one more time?
Yeah, please.
Because Hiramas reminded me of what I said to you after the Undertaker Cena match.
Yeah.
Which was what they should have done is they should have, as soon as Cena was beat, they should have cut to black. And then everyone, the pandemonium flashes, all the stuff going off. And like a few seconds later, the lights come up. The camera's on Cena wearing what he was wearing earlier when he was sitting as a fan in the seat.
Yeah.
And he's still holding his beer.
And he's just like...
He's like, what was that? Like it was all a fake out. The whole thing was just a dream that he had sitting in the... Everything leading up to that, it's like, what actually happened?
I haven't seen John Cena wrestle for 15 years.
Wouldn't that have been amazing?
Yeah. He's been dead for 20 years. Yeah, that would be great. Oh, that's a way better ending.
So good.
That's the kind of wrestling content that I want.
Yeah.
I want weird shit.
That would have been
How
really,
weird can
really
you
fun.
go?
Without outside interference, nobody's gotten out of the figure eight. Huh.
Oh.
Still. I felt like maybe they mentioned that the arm... Maybe the match was supposed to keep going, or maybe they had less time than they thought, and the commentators mentioned it was weaker because they're supposed to get out of it, or I don't know.
Do people almost always lose their first Mania? Generally? I mean, Ronda didn't.
I don't know if that's true.
I think you're just thinking about AJ Styles.
That,
I guess
that
Nakamura
match
lost.
turned out better than I thought.
I mean, this match tonight.
God, was it?
Yeah. Ronda was good. She was actually good.
Yeah.
Not just like star power good, like impressive good.
I liked...
Also, Steph was perfect.
Yeah.
When Steph was like squealing, when Ronda was about to put her in the armbar, I was like, this is the best. Steph is... I like Steph as a heel. I know that we both have our problems with them. But she is very good.
Yeah.
As her character.
The bit, well, this part, the bit that predicated this, when she was like egging on Triple H, and he's like, okay, all right, you want to fight me? Okay, I guess. And the ref was like, no, come on, you know I can't let you do this. And Triple H just walks the ref to the corner and is like, I'm literally your boss. Okay? Okay. And then the ref's like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess you're fighting now. I guess the rules just don't matter anymore. Because at that point forward, everyone just fought everybody else. And the ref was like, that was what? Drake Younger? Was that the guy? The ref?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess we're just talking about WrestleMania now, so that's a cool.
Well,
I mean, the
aspects of it.
Yeah, aspects of it. I mean, how do you feel about Nicholas? For those of you that don't watch wrestling or didn't watch WrestleMania, Braun Strowman,
youngest champ in history. Yeah, sorry.
Braun Strowman, the monster among men, which normal humans call him in normal conversation, didn't have a tag team partner heading into the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match, and we all thought, Well, I was hoping it would just be Braun, because that's kind of a cool thing. Like, Braun's so big and strong that he doesn't need a tag team partner. But Braun gets a microphone when he gets to the ring, and he's like, my tag team partner is you, like, kind of like, is out in this crowd. And everyone's like, what the fuck? We're all looking around, and he finds a small child.
He walked right past No Way Jose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he could have picked like an actual wrestler, but no, he picked Nicholas, who's 10. And is, I believe referee John Cohn's kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, made a kid's dream come true. A lot of people are saying that this was them testing the waters for Braun to start doing Make-A-Wish stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a weird place to test the waters or something like
Hey,
that.
man, it's the WWE.
That's what's great.
Not
is
testing
that,
the waters, but pushing that image out there.
Yeah, what's
I
great
shouldn't
is
say testing the waters was a bad choice.
Braun can do anything. Like, literally, Braun. Like,
Was Nick a plant? Yes.
yes, like Braun's done.
They're not gonna just grab some random kid like, you want to get fucking sued? Like, you, young boy, what day is it? And he's like,
Braun's
it's
done.
WrestleMania day.
Like Braun's done like goofy stuff with like the giant double bass, right?
Yeah.
Like Braun's done goofy stuff. Braun's done really serious stuff, and everyone's like, "Yep, I buy it.
Yeah.
I believe it."
I didn't think it was goofy. It made sense.
No,
with
I'm
Braun's
talking about
character.
I'm talking about the double bass with Fandango,
Oh.
not Fandango. It was Elias.
But I mean, like him grabbing a kid as a partner, I didn't find goofy. It's goofy, but in the
A little
when you look at it in the context of wrestling and what Braun had been presented as,
No, Adam, it's Rusev Day. I don't know what you said.
like you can't look me in the fucking eyes and tell me that if someone came to 10-year-old you and was like, hey, you get to go to WrestleMania, and also during one of the matches, this man is going to pick you as a tag team partner, and you get to win the titles. You're a fucking, do not fucking lie to me.
My favorite part actually was when Braun went through the ropes and like tagged Nicholas in.
Yeah.
So Nicholas got in the ring and Cesaro's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
He's like trying to figure out, he's like, I wonder if I can just make him lie down. Like, I don't want to actually hurt this kid, but, and then Braun tagged back in.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was,
Plus, you made like the kids just. And
no,
then,
I have no problem with it. I had no problem with it at all. It sucks that that the next night they're like, well, he's got school, so you guys are stripped the titles. Yeah, this moment was great. Cesaro's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to this child.
Yeah. The best was Cesaro tweeted after WrestleMania. Stupid kid. That was it. That's all the tweet said. Stupid kid.
Yeah. So now where they do
21-year-old. I mean, I'd be in if a 34-year-old Adam Savadan was like,
the Cesaro swing. Can you imagine if he swung if he'd done the swing?
would we ever cheer? Well, he would get cheered if he tried to swing the kid. There's no way he would have got cheered.
Definitely would have.
Yeah, there's no way that nobody boos that.
They would have started counting.
Yeah.
Not stripped. Oh, they relinquished it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, does that mean my boy Vacant is the tag champs again?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Also, this might be building to Maxwell
Abeyance.
versus King Maxwell versus Nicholas at WrestleMania 35. Huh? Adam for Booker, 2018.
No.
Please find King Maxwell. Just type King Maxwell in Google.
All right.
Maxwell Hardy, if it matters.
Oh, what? What?
He's 2-0, Beach.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Look at that face.
Yeah, he's 2-0 in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
He's Matt Hardy's kid. I mean, he's older now.
The best. There's a tweet by the Young Bucks saying they finally had competition in tag team wrestling.
Braun and Nicholas.
Into Braun and Nicholas.
Nice.
I detect peak wrestling.
I mean,
Yeah.
didn't Vanguard 1 doesn't have a pin, does it?
It broke a pin before.
I know that Vanguard 1 broke up a pinfall.
It doesn't have a
Vanguard
victory.
1 doesn't.
No.
Okay,
It
good.
doesn't have a victory yet. I'd lay down for Vanguard 1.
now I need
Fuck
to-
yeah.
now I need to
I'll
look it
stare
up.
at the lights for Vanguard.
Hang
I'll
on,
fucking
I'm
do the
going to-
JOB.
I'm going to Pro Fight
You're gonna
database.
find out.
I'm going to see if Vanguard 1 technically has a pinfall victory.
There's a tweet of Maxwell and Nicholas. Oh.
want to remind everyone.
which division does Vanguard 1 enter? Oh, shit.
I mean, cruiserweight, I guess. Okay, Vanguard 1, unless I spelled it wrong, is not listed on Pro Fight Database. So I assume...
It has no victories?
I assume Vanguard 1 is not considered an active wrestler. Vanguard 1 is a Phantom 4 drone.
With holographic powers. Peak wrestling.
Yeah. The flyweight division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, WrestleMania was a hell of a thing.
Hey, speaking of Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Huh. Sorry about that.
What about him?
Speaking of Matt Hardy, well, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial
he
Battle
did.
Royal.
Yep.
The armbar.
How did he win, though?
With the help of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Do you
The
think
help of a now Sister Abigail Free.
That didn't really change his character much, though. Has he been on Raw? He wasn't on the Raw after WrestleMania.
He seems a little happier. Oh, no. You didn't see? There was an amazing backstage
Did I miss
sequence. Oh, it was so good. So Jeff Hardy came back.
Oh, right. Yep.
So Jeff Hardy came back, and Matt Hardy was like, Brother Nero, you have returned. And Jeff Hardy's like, haha, yes, it is wonderful.
Me. Hello, I am a Brother Nero.
And then Bray Wyatt comes along and is like, I see that my brother's broken brilliance has rid you of your sister of Abigail or whatever it is, and then Bray's like, yes indeed, ha ha ha, and laughs, and then they go off, and then the camera pans over, and it's to like Jeff's still there, and the camera pans over, and Seth and Finn are there, and they're like, what was that? And Jeff's just like, look, man, I don't know. Like, it's the idea that
I would argue
Matt still thinks that Jeff is Brother Nero.
Yeah.
And Jeff is like, ha ha ha, deletion, yes. Just sort of like playing along for Matt's benefit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, look, man, I don't know, I got my own life to live.
I mean, someone said best segment, but I would argue that Shinsuke Nakamura's interview, the SmackDown after WrestleMania, was the best.
So Renee Young catches Shinsuke leaving. The WrestleMania match, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, it was a good match. It wasn't, I think it was built up a lot for me, so I was expecting something even more crazy. It was a slow-paced match.
I remember when Jeff was the weird one.
It was a slow-paced match, which was a shame. I was expecting a quicker sort of pace. There was a lot of like, do a move, lay down for a bit, do a move, lay down for a bit. But it was a good match that AJ ended up winning. After the match, Shinsuke went down on one knee, handed AJ the championship, and then hit him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Heel turn, Shinsuke Nakamura. So, yeah, this moment, Renee Young catches Shinsuke coming out of the locker room and is like, can you please, like, what do you have to say for yourself? And he says, I'm very sorry for what I did to AJ Styles. I don't know what came over me. And then she's like, you are obviously being facetious. Can you give me like something, anything to defend your actions? And he thinks for a sec and then goes, despite having had no difficulty pronouncing words prior before, says, sorry, no speak English. And then leaves, and she's just like...
It was so good. We're still not gonna boo him because we love this now.
Oh no, it was amazing. Like he'd said, I'm very sorry. He'd said the word sorry correctly, but then when he said it the second time, he went, sorry. He was like really leaning in.
And he like...
Yeah, I'm very sorry for what I did to AJ. I don't know what came over me. Yeah. And then, oh my goodness me. I just love that he's like, I think giving Renee shit.
I mean, it's been said a million times that match was just, people expected it to be an all-time classic, and it was. I don't think it was ever going to be. There's no way they could live up to expectations that everyone had for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be fair, the build-up was nothing. Like they hardly ever interacted with each other. And it's like...
Oh, right, yeah, on Monday Night Raw, AJ, or KO and Sammy came over to Monday Night Raw, and Kurt Angle was like, well, I don't know, I hear TNA is hiring.
Oh, right. I forgot about
Which, coming from Kurt, is especially funny.
Yeah.
Considering he did that.
You can go over to Impact.
Yeah, you know, they won't...
Holy moly,
They won't test you.
Yeah. What is Kevin Steen doing in the Impact Zone?
Steven Keane.
Yeah.
So...
And Paige is the SmackDown GM.
Yeah, apparently if you have to retire from in-ring competition, you just become the SmackDown general manager. I don't know how that happens.
Feel bad for Paige, though.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Also, I feel bad for Paige for whoever edited that stupid promo. What's wrong?
Sorry, there's a rub. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Whoever edited that promo leading into the clip of her movie.
Yeah.
Because they left like a full second of dead air at the beginning, and it just makes her look stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, hi, Paige here. And that's purely on the editor.
Yeah.
So I don't know if someone did that intentionally to make her look dumb, or they just forgot because it was WrestleMania week and they were scrambling, but like, it just made her look bad. Yeah,
Sorry,
Paige here.
Shot.
Yeah, that promo was not good, and I don't think it was her fault.
Yeah. Paige here.
Paige here. Yeah.
I wonder if that movie will be any good. It's got The Rock in it.
Well, The Rock's also producing it, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, then it's got to be good. Everything The Rock touches turns to fucking solid gold.
To be fair, like you almost sounded a little sarcastic there.
No.
he has a really
Good track record.
He has a really good sense of, like, now he's learned a lot since he started doing movies. He has a really good sense of like how things should play, and he frequently asks for changes in scripting and direction to the movies that he's in, and they've always panned out well because he understands what people like to see.
Apparently Rampage was good too.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's never going to be a fucking Oscar movie, but like I'm sure he knows exactly what that movie needed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Producing or producing. No, I believe he was actually producing it. They were doing a bunch of
Doom was good, Fight Me? Oh, I would argue that Doom was not a good movie. Yeah.
Roman Goro, that's one of my favorite things they do at Mania, where they do the montage of Mania, including the match that had just ended.
Oh,
Shout outs to the editors doing the live edit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the Fighting with My Family movie will probably be pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they were shooting for it at episode of Raw, and they had like the actress playing Paige dressed like it was like Paige's debut or whatever. So they were going to a specific they were recreating a specific episode of Raw, like 5 years later at a different episode of Raw.
Yeah.
And so they had like they actually asked the crowd to do the CM Punk chant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Mm-hmm. That's the only time you're allowed to do that, by the way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was working and caught the end of Mania Live with the montage and immediately spoiled it for myself. Oh no, because right, if you watch the montage, you've seen the whole show. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
I haven't. I was gonna say I've watched Jumanji. I haven't watched Jumanji except at the seat back television for the person one row in front of me on the flight back from PAX East. Mm-hmm. So I didn't listen to it, but they were watching Jumanji, and it didn't seem that bad.
Yeah.
How great was the crowd this week? It was really good. The crowd after Mania is always great.
Yeah.
SmackDown was also in
Yeah, it's the same thing they do at both shows, like back to back. I'm trying to think what else we didn't cover, really.
I mean, did you like the Women's Battle Royal? I didn't see it yet.
Didn't see it yet.
I haven't seen the Cruiserweight. I haven't actually seen I haven't seen any of the pre-show matches.
Funny story. The next day, for trying to watch WrestleMania, we had 3 hours of sleep because we finished TakeOver at 4 a.m. and then we were up at like 7:38, somewhere around there, and then we went to PAX all day, and then we had to go watch WrestleMania at 5-ish, 7? Had to. It's part of our job, Beach.
Thanks, by the way, again. Shout-outs to the members of the DB Chat and Strike Team who let us bumble into their hotel.
Bumble is the correct term, because we showed up there at like 7 p.m. on 3 hours of sleep. We were there till about 11, and we were like, I can't even stay awake. And we had to be up at 3 a.m. the next day.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to eat more of their food. I tried so hard.
Me too. I felt so...
You came so far.
I felt so ill.
But in the end, Beach...
I felt so ill and tired. I was like, I really want to I really want to try all these snacks, and there's all this terrific booze, and I was just like, I can't. What do you think?
They had Faygo.
I know.
I didn't even go near it.
No.
They had Faygo?
Yeah.
They had Red Pop and everything.
My tired delirium.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't drink any Faygo.
I wonder, is sleep dep a good way to experience WrestleMania?
Nope.
Good.
I wouldn't recommend it.
We've proven that now.
Yeah, we've proven it. We've done science. Now you know. And the more you know. Yeah. The Cruiserweight match was your favorite? I haven't watched yet, so I can't make a decision. WrestleMania was too damn long? Yes. WrestleMania is always too long. That's the same.
Yeah.
We make that complaint every year. There's too much.
But don't forget, like Vince says, you can't watch 3 hours of football.
Nobody's going to watch 3 hours
3 hours of football? Are you kidding me?
It's too much football.
That's so much football. 3 hours of football.
Ugh, 7 hours. That's a full shift at work. 7 hours? Daniel Bryan, though? Yeah, we're all.
What was the pre-show match? There were 3. There was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There was the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, and there was the finals of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Yes,
You got it. You nailed it. You're a fucking genius.
All right, now it's Q&A.
Yeah.
What do you want us to talk
We
about?
have been doing Q&A.
I know. Thoughts on, oh yeah, Bobby Lashley's back.
Yep,
That's
Bobby
cool.
Lashley's back. I don't really know anything that he's done other than that he had a match where he represented Donald Trump.
It was him and Umaga.
Yeah.
Umenga. Bobby Lashley, he's a very big boy.
That is a big boy.
There he is. And apparently before he was... He's always been a big boy, but apparently now he's actually better at also doing the words.
Oh, okay.
He went to Impact for quite a while.
Favorite finisher, Graham?
Favorite finisher?
Yeah.
I really like the RKO. This is predating the meme because it can come out of nowhere. I like the RKO for its flexibility of how it can surprise.
Oh, okay. Lion Tamer. Or the Walls of Jericho. Actually, I hate the Walls of Jericho. I like the Lion Tamer, how it used to be.
Man,
when you could hold them like
Aiden
vertical.
English is the same color as his tights.
Yep. I can't tell where the man ends and the tights start.
The belt.
Shit.
Favorite entrance? Like at Mania?
Or ever, just in general.
I'm going to have to narrow it down to Mania.
I'm kind of partial to any Triple H entrance at WrestleMania. Just in the history of things.
Except for that fucking stupid Terminator one.
I like the Terminator
No,
one because it was
so
so shitty. His shitty plastic arm.
Oh, I really liked Charlotte's Mania entrance this year because it was the callback to the Triple H entrance from a couple years prior.
Yeah, that was really rad.
Where it was her and Sasha. Yeah, so this one with these 3 dudes dressed as Centurions. Some years prior at WrestleMania, Triple H had an almost identical entrance, but with 3 women who were Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss. Mm-hmm. And so now that Charlotte's entering WrestleMania as champion, she's like, I'm gonna turn that on its head. I thought that was terrific.
My favorite part of WrestleMania 34 was how there was no U.S. title match.
What? Why? Oh yeah, right. Jinder won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinder won.
Forgot about that.
He deserved to win.
The dudes were Sabatelli, Moss, and someone else from NXT.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I was kind of wondering that when she did the entrance. I was like, oh, I wonder who the NXT guys are because they'll do like they'll do the same thing that Triple H
Dan
did.
Matha.
Oh, okay.
Tino Sabatelli, Riddick Moss. And
Oh yeah, the
Dan
Baylor LGBT club.
Oh yeah.
That was really great.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I thought the shirt design, I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then Finn Balor comes out and the camera pulls back and there's just like a bajillion people there. I'm like, whoa, what is this? This is really cool. Yeah, that was neat.
Thoughts on Greatest Rumble? We are very excited. Graham
wait.
loves Royal Rumbles of any capacity.
I do. It's so tempting to want to just go, except I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. Because
It's cheap.
the tickets, VIP tickets, are $80.
Yeah, Canadian.
Normal, like general admission, is $2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy crap.
Yeah. You just got to get a flight to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. This is when I pull out my teleportation
I also
device.
don't have time to do that. But the point is, it's like, what? Really? Anyway, it'll be, when is it airing here? Like 9 a.m.?
Yeah. 9 a.m. bright and early. We'll be here. We'll be here.
I mean, not here. We're not going to be live.
Yeah,
Think of the vlogs, though. I know, right?
Oh, no.
I know.
That would have been great, yeah.
Let's go.
April 27th.
You feel iffy about supporting shows in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
That's understandable. But while no women are competing at the Greatest Rumble, for the first time ever in Saudi Arabia, men and women in the audience will not be delineated.
Yeah. So, it's a
Which
start.
it's a step.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but hey,
It's something.
that's neat.
Yeah. A watch-along stream with a pay-per-view, we can't really do that because we can't show the pay-per-view on screen. I mean, it would just be us watching the pay-per-view there. I guess, didn't What Culture do stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean,
They would, like,
people
record
do
themselves.
stuff like that.
I don't think that's for
They
us.
stream like themselves looking off camera. It's not. Yeah, that feels weird to me.
It's not for us, I think.
I like to crystallize my thoughts and then do a podcast after the fact.
Yeah.
But it's actually a pretty big thing. I think so. Yeah. They're getting rid of the segregated seating for the show. Yep. I mean, I hope that it's not just for that show. Like, I hope that something on that scale means that then other shows that aren't wrestling related will also not have segregated seating. But I'm not their dad. I'm not a cop from Saudi Arabia. I'm not the world cop. I can't tell them to do that.
Graham Stark World Police.
Can you imagine? I'd be so bad at it.
Of being a world policeman? It'd be a tough job. You got the whole world to police.
Seeing Sasha and Alexa in full bodysuits to wrestle in Abu Dhabi was weird. I didn't know that was a thing that happened.
Yeah, but I mean, like, people are saying, like, hey, you did it for E3, but it's different. Right? Like the restream.
Yeah, this would also be like hours and hours and hours. And also the E3 streams, anybody could watch for free.
Yeah. This is like you have to pay
you'd
for it.
have to have the network.
Yeah.
And I feel weird about that. So. Anyway.
When are we getting another Lure Rumble? No promises.
I'm so sorry. I gotta.
I made a character.
I don't have enough time. I heard rather. I don't have time to make this roster. I'm working on it.
I could probably do it.
I'm working on it. Please. That sounds great.
Isn't it here on the computer?
Yeah.
I don't know the Lure characters well enough because I don't actually watch anything my friends do.
All right.
I'll still retweet your shit though. That's a step in the right direction, right?
The tooth. Oh, Cole Gates, the tooth.
Cole Gates, the tooth. He looked like a giant tooth.
Wow.
He was fucking great. He wore like a pink onesie and his head was all white. So it's like a gum with the tooth coming out the top. It's a dental plan on the back. Cole Gates, the tooth.
Our boy is an idiot.
Yeah, my boy is an idiot. He had a match against John Cena and he stood on the apron and just tried to grab him for like 30 seconds. And John Cena was laying down. So he was like, the tooth? Yeah, there's no brain. Surprising fact, your tooth doesn't have a brain in it. So he was a fucking moron.
It's just a cavity up there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me.
Make my own fan characters.
You can just be and just staunchly assert that they are from Loading Ready Run videos.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you remember this classic Loading Ready Run character?
No, Adam, I don't.
It's Slorpo. Everyone loves Slorpo. Classic Slorpo versus fucking Bartleby. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Slorpo. Everyone loves Slorpo.
Don't make eye contact with Slorpo. Who's in your boys stable? Oh, as OSW review would have it, the boys
So
stable?
they can't have been a world champion.
Is that's
That's
one
the
of the
one rule.
conditions?
Yeah. I think that's the only rule.
Oh.
I mean, Al Snow's in mine.
Who's... Wow.
Yeah, he's looking jacked.
Dang. I've never seen Al Snow look like someone who I would take seriously until now.
Eddie Barbell is a wank pheasant. Ryder at the very least? Yeah, you have Ryder.
Only world champion allowed is Hinder, according to Jay.
Huh.
Please stop praying for my grandpa. That picture.
Yeah.
Please stop praying for my
Al
grandpa.
Snow. I'm trying to think who else. Actually, Hardcore Holly would be on mine, even though he was an asshole. But I liked him.
What about on the roster currently?
Currently?
Zack Ryder, always and forever.
Heath Slater.
Oh,
Like Heath Slater's like the prototype for a boy.
Peak boy.
Peak boy is Heath Slater, right?
Yeah.
Al Snow bought OVW? No, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, Heath Slater, like on the current roster, it'd be like Heath Slater, maybe like.
Oh, Rusev, I guess. That's
Yeah,
it. Rusev doesn't deserve to be a boy.
Ugh, that's an insult. That's an insult to
Rusev.
Yeah.
I don't feel particularly insulted by it. It's probably only insulting to Rusev. He bought OVW. What do you know?
Hardcore Molly, Hardcore Holly. That is true.
I missed the review for WrestleMania score out of 10.
I give it a 8. 8 seems high. 7. 7.
I'll go
Solid
8.
7. Yeah.
I'll go 8.
I mean,
think there's a lot
7's
of
pretty
really
good.
stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ranking on like actual out of 10, not like IGN out of 10.
Yeah, actual out of 10, not IGN. Like, oh, it's a 7.
Yeah.
7's good.
Yeah.
7's a good score. Fuck yeah. If someone was like Adam Savage, you were a 7 out of 10, fist pumps for fucking days.
Do we score PPVs now? No, we never have before, but someone asked for a score out of 10, and I was like, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll do this.
Yeah.
BG,
Oh, Ty Dillinger. Yeah. I hate the fact that
boy.
you're right about that. He's going to be a boy for life.
Yeah. B, do you know how to do the, look at him. Look at that perfect boy. That perfect 10 boy.
Perfect.
Do you know how to do the sub thingy?
I think I do.
Cool. Can you get that ready?
Yeah.
Because we have 60 subs we should welcome. Holy moly. Wow.
That's a lot of subs.
Thank you all.
I guess I'd be remiss to mention that, hey, if you got a little crown next to your username and you want to use that Twitch Prime sub on your boys, and by your boys, I mean Loading Ready Run,
Yeah, us.
which is just a boy stable. It's full of boys. None of us are a world champion.
No.
So we need your Twitch Prime subs.
Not even close to being a world champion.
Yeah. The actual farthest you can be.
1 second.
If I could be a wrestler, what would be my gimmick?
Yeah.
That's such a tough question. Because it's just my personality cranked up, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I have no idea. That's a hard question to answer. Ready to go?
I am.
All right,
right.
go for it, Beach. Hey, these are the people that subbed today during this stream, which we're going to wrap up fairly soon because we need to get lunch and we're really tired. But thanks so much for being here. Hey, Julia Mom with a 33-month resub. Some sort of resub slam.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks to Engberg. There we go. Engberg with that 19-month resub. 19, that's about the amount of times EC3 died in that ladder match. Yes.
Monakai with a new sub. Welcome. Thank you.
Zinkus with that 6-month resub. I'm here, you're here, we're here.
We're here. Faley with a 44-month resub. I've not seen a single wrestle, but I love SideWalkSlam and I love you all. Your enthusiasm is infectious. Please keep being wonderful. Thank you, Faley.
Sakurazaki with that, or Sakurazaki 1023 with that 49-month resub. Thank you, friend.
Whoa. Luigi, Savior of Scrubs, with a 47-month resub. Am I going over?
Am going fucking over? Jay Karkov with a 55-month resub. Happy Rusev Day, and thanks for introducing me to the wondrous and weird world of WWE. Smiley face. You're welcome.
Heck yeah. Lizard Man 175 with a 9-month resub. Got to get that rare SideWalkSlam resub.
It's on the bingo card. Indian Najo 3 with that 25-month resub. Points at the resub, yeah.
I think it's just
Indiana Joe. Yeah, sorry.
Efan with a 21-month resub. Welcome back.
Cafalor TV with a 38-month resub. We're here.
Wow, Donny Gargano has an average of 4.4 Meltzer match rating for his 8 NXT TakeOver matches.
Wow.
Samu 1985 with a 9-month resub. Welcome back.
Karisti with a 36-month resub. Thank you, friend.
I didn't miss anyone, did I? Okay.
I think we're still good.
Time Capsule TK with a 36-month resub. Looks like some sort of WrestleMan podcast.
Dix!
Hey.
Dix with that 56-month resub. This is some sort of resub slam.
Nice.
Come on and slam.
Ceterox with a 6-month resub. Oh, yeah. SideWalkSlam resub.
Lieutenant Boner Dongs with that 2-month resub. Thank you, friend.
I found your wrestling gimmick.
Lieutenant Boner Dongs. I just drive in a big dick car fucking to the ring. Yeah.
Twerk Gently with a 21-month resub. Graham Stark is going to make money despite himself. He's a millionaire who should be a billionaire. You know why he's not a billionaire? Because he surrounds himself with glad-handed, nonsensical douchebag yes-men like Adam Savadan. Happy Rusev Day.
Rude. Also
Wow.
true. Lightning Felix with a 28-month resub. Thank you, friend.
Psycho Coop, a new sub. Welcome to the channel.
Poynton with that 4-month resub. Hurrah for LiveWalkSlam.
LiveWalkSlam. Gildan Bladeborn with a 33-month resub. So, Graham, you take my 33-month resub minus my 25% chance of winning, and you got an 8 and the third chance of winning. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we just go one-on-one, and then add 66 and 2/3%. I got 141 and 2/3 chance. The numbers don't lie, Smojo.
At sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
I love Robo with that brand new sub. Welcome, friend.
Peeves 23. New sub, or 9-month resub. Not a new, but welcome back. Thank you.
Phoenix Hayes 83 with a brand new subscription. Welcome, friend.
Captain Hat with a 56-month resub. Thank you so much.
T. Stodden with that 52-month resub. 52 months? That's like a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 7 years? Well, some number.
I think it's in between those.
Yeah.
Stream City 2000, a new sub. Welcome to the channel.
The Architect X with that 55-month resub. In this corner with a 55-month resubscription, the Architect X.
By the way, if you're new to the channel, follow the channel.
Yeah, you should follow the channel.
We don't always do this, but we do lots of other fun stuff. Sir Jack DB with a 4-month resub. I'm here, you're here, we're all here. We're here. Thanks for the LiveWalkSlam.
Shufflecat, the 5-month resub. Thank you, friend.
Or I guess Shufflecat, but Mew Forever 23. Come on and slam.
Retroactive Pancake with a 13-month resub. Thank you, friend.
Chronost with a 3-month resub. Welcome back. Steiner's back in Impact.
El Chines with the 26-month resub. 26% to hear another Scott Steiner promo.
Give me a fucking mic.
Give me a
Lurker Spine with a 36-month resub. 3 years. Can't believe it's been that long since I turned into Spud 2. Y'all are great.
Head and shoulders above Mist. Jovinius Maximus with that 7-month resub. It looks some live of Live Walk Live.
King Lemaine, 40-month resub. Hey, Wrestle Boys. Can't watch now, but catch you in the VOD.
It's for you. Mumpa with that 10-month resub. You Wrestle Boys got me to start a free trial of WWE on demand to watch my first WrestleMania in 10+ years.
Hey, cool. Fit Orion, 45-month resub. Adam, this is sort of only playing out like drunk history for us, too.
Okay. Holiday MD with that 52-month resub. This is a comb of my two favorite combo of my two favorite streamers and my favorite podcast. Oh, thanks.
Thank you. Schnippy 300, a new sub. Welcome to the channel.
Inquisitor Zion with that 33-month resub. Slam upon the sidewalk. I knew you'd come.
I knew you'd come. Twinklebees, 25-month resub. Talk forever.
Wonderful Glory with that 5-month resub. What is the Patreon tier to get this to be a weekly stream?
The only problem with that is that then we'd have to make sure to always be watching the shows weekly.
I binge a lot of wrestling.
And I don't know how to I don't know how in Canada to legally get Raw and SmackDown the week it airs.
Without a cable subscription?
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't a way.
3 memes in a trench coat with a 3-month resub. Welcome back.
Grand Llama Q with that 42-month resub. It's live, the Lurverse and everything. Yay! Yeah.
Furvius, 5-month resub. Don't watch wrestling, but I don't miss a single Sidewalk episode. Thank you so much, Furvius.
Nirvana, thank you, friend, for that new subscription.
Hey, Nirvana. Clee Crew with an 8-month resub. Well, missed everything up to this point, so hello, Vod me.
Ramada, the 5-month resub. Thank you, friend.
Nihilus826, 19 months. Welcome back.
Marty Punker with a 3-month resub, subbing during a live SideWalkSlam, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I hope I don't mess it, poo.
Space Carl with a 28-month resub. Welcome back.
Silent Cone with that 43-month resub. Thank you.
Lacking Sanity with a 41-month resub. Resub for the tooth.
The tooth. Kung Fu Banana with that brand new sub. Welcome, friend.
James0192 with a 15-month resub. Welcome back.
Solrent with a 31-month resub. Woo, 31.
What the bus? 51 months. My, that's a lot of months.
That is a lot of months. X-Rex X0, that brand new sub. Welcome, friend.
Jedi Master Zill with a 12-month resub. I'm not really interested in wrestling today, but SideWalkSlam is entertaining. Wrestling, really. Sorry. Thank you.
Zap! That 19-month resub. Wrestle Talk done be chat happen slamming sidewalks. Good did big nice.
Oh. The Magic Walrus with a 16-month resub. Have you heard of the card game Book It? It's a game where you book a promotion. It's in Kickstarter now. The top tier is putting the creator through a table. Awesome.
Bronze Finger with that 52-month resub. Thank you, friend.
Last Resistance with a 23-month resub. Did you watch the Andre the Giant documentary?
Nope. Not yet. For 32 months with that 28-month resub, 4 months early.
Wow. Solomon Kane, 18 months. I exited theater mode and checked Twitch Prime. Lo and behold, self-plugging pays off, literally. Thank you, Solomon Kane.
Army Guy 0 with that brand new sub. Thank you, friend.
Octopus Rhyme. Nice. New sub. Welcome to the channel.
Dream Void means ass with a 25-month resub. Some kind of dumb username.
I love it.
I think it's great.
Maximus with an 18-month resub. Welcome back. And, oh, hey, thanks for 6,954 bits from Earthen One, Wazelda, Caroyance, Doug Wrestleview. Hey, what's up? I Love Robo, The Flying Dutchman, Thorin, Type 1 Diabetic, Nomi77, Sir Slips, Feltic, Newborn Skyfire, Manfred909, Rock Pusher, Mugu Lord, Press Start to Finish, Cyclops Boy, Go Amp Dog 2, Durazvin, Earthen.
It's just the same thing again.
Yeah.
We're stuck in an infinite loop. No,
Thank you.
Why?
Oh, Gina Mahavira with a 13-month resub.
Yeah.
Where's the belt? The belt from the vlog.
We forgot the belt. I even told them
Sure.
to their.
Where
I
is
even
it?
told them to their face I was going to put it up there.
Well, this isn't a real episode.
I lied to them though.
This isn't a real episode.
Yeah.
We can get away with it. Also, Beach just tore the hell off to get it.
Yeah.
So we can't even go offline now because there's no one at the computer.
Nope, we're stuck here forever.
Stuck forever.
Beach.
Oh, Cetterox, that's from you and your wife.
Yeah.
Well, even better. Get the bell.
Get the belt. I'm so hungry. I want to
so
eat.
hungry,
I'm
too.
so hungry.
Incantatio with a 56-month resub. Welcome back.
Get the belt. Wow. No, my tag team partner. We have a blood feud now.
I didn't dodge it. I should have done the Gargano.
Yeah. Get the belt.
Check this belt
Get
out.
the belt. Get the
Where did you
belt.
find this fabric? This is amazing. Someone subbed Austin Creed to the channel? What?
And also Incantatio for 56 months in a row.
You got that?
And Austin Creed subscribed thanks to Fishman Fish Fish.
Yeah, thank you, Fishman Fish Fish, for subbing Austin Creed.
All right.
So where are we going to put this in a normal episode? Here?
Yeah, I
Like
figured
that.
we'd put
Get
it
the dye out of there, and then just sort of like
there.
slide it back.
Perfect.
There we go.
See?
It's been there the whole time.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Hey, thanks for joining us for this. This was
Yeah,
fun.
this is cool.
This was super, super fun. Yeah, if you're new here, hopefully you enjoyed it. This is typically a YouTube channel on youtube.com/loadingreadyrun after every pay-per-view, but we wanted to do a fun live thing.
We have the opportunity to do a live show. So.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us. And
Hey, Graham.
yeah,
If people wanted to find you to talk about wrestling or anything else that they want to ask you about, where would that be?
that would be on my Twitter, which is @Graham_LRR, which will not appear here because this is live.
Yeah. And you can find me at Wake Up Super.
Yeah.
And also, this show is brought to us by. I'm so used to doing just the normal outro.
Yeah, I think it's the Patreon, but this one was all of you and the subs. And anyway, it was great. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna take off. Oh, Beej, you're gonna go to the going offline screen. And it's gonna have the Crap Shot logo on it because I didn't think that far ahead.
We could just play the intro again.
It's fine.
Couldn't we?
It's fine.
All right, it's fine.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.